Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Alvarez.
Here.
Councilman Larka.
Here.
Councilman Lord.
Here.
Councilman O'Connor.
Here.
Supervisor Hay.
Here. There's nothing for the work session this evening, so we're going to go right to the regular meeting. I make a motion to go to the regular portion of the meeting.
I'll second.
Did you get a second? Okay, Michelle?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, number one, resolution 577 North Main Street special permit. Now therefore be resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast hereby makes the following findings of fact in connection with instant application. One, the proposed use is in such location and is a size and character that it will be in harmony with the appropriate and orderly development of the surrounding district. It will not be detrimental to the immediate site or adjacent properties. Two, the location and size of the proposed use, the nature and intensity of the operation involved in or conducted in connection therewith, its site layout, and its relation to access streets will be such that both pedestrian and vehicular traffic to and from the use of the assembly of persons in connection therewith will not be hazardous. Three, the exterior appearance of the building will not hinder or discourage the development and use of adjacent land and buildings. Four, the proposed use will not require such additional public facilities or services or create fiscal burdens upon the town greater than those which characterize use permitted as of right. And be further resolved that based upon the foregoing findings, the town board of the town of Southeast hereby grants a special use permit to allow a portion of the subject premises be used for a canine training and boarding facility, kennel, on the following conditions. One, the applicant and its tenant shall operate the facility in compliance with all general conditions set forth in Article 10 of the zoning code and all special conditions as set forth in section 138-57 of the zoning code. Two, the canine training and boarding use shall occur solely within the areas designated on site plans and statement of use submitted in connection with the application and shall be limited to the square foot occupancy as set forth herein. Three, the number of canines harbored on the special premises at any given time shall not exceed 40, provided that the number may be modified downward if it is subsequently determined that the demised premises and location cannot accommodate a population of this size. Applicant shall ensure that there is sufficient insulation installed between the demised premises and adjoining tenancies to provide adequate sound deadening between occupancies. Five, the hours of public operation of the training and kennel facility shall be between the hours of 8:00 a.m. to 8:00 p.m. only on any given day, provided, however, that there shall be human supervision on site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Six, no dog shall be permitted outdoor runs before 8:00 a.m. or after dark or 8:00 p.m., whichever comes earlier. Any outdoor exercise or training before or after these hours shall be done on a leash and under the supervision of a handler. And be further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of the resolution to 577 North Main LLC, the owner of the record of the subject premises, to the secretary of the town Southeast Planning Board and the Southeast Building Department. So move for discussion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Second item, resolution.
Is that everyone?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, number two is resolution. Local law amend chapter 123, 138, and A143, section 123-3, policy section 123-6, definitions, etc., curbing. Now we're getting some feedback. You hear that? Okay.
I'm on a hot spot because my service went out.
Okay, that's why I had to move in here because our service went out here too. Okay, Resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast hereby adopts local law 4 of 2020 pursuant to municipal home rule to chapters 123, 138, appendix 143, section 123-3, and section 123-6 of the code of the town of Southeast to define and require the inclusion of curb ramps for pedestrians on all new sidewalks where same intersect with driveways, intersections, and crosswalks within the town. And be further resolved that the town clerk be and is hereby authorized and directed to A, enter said local law in the minutes of this meeting and in the code book of the town of Southeast, and B, give due notice of the adoption of said local law by filing such with the Secretary of State of New York with the time required by law. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 3, a motion to set a public hearing for a special permit for Classic M&J Properties for Sodom Lane. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Did someone second, Tony? I didn't get it.
Yes, Edwin did.
Thank you.
Hey, Tony, when we do the vote, I wonder if we should do all in favor, aye, and then maybe all opposed, just so we can.
Okay.
Because I can't hear who says aye.
Okay.
Okay.
But I got them all, so we're good now.
Okay. We'll do that next time. Okay. As far as public comment, it's required to be in by 6 p.m. this evening on 4/9. We did receive one from, I see he's on, Scott, I see you're on there. Can he hear us, by the way?
You should be able to.
Okay. Okay. So Scott Seaman sent in the following. Could the town pass a moratorium on any sign laws or codes during the stay-at-home order? This would enable businesses to do advertising and put up notices. Most businesses are in strict financial distress and need any help they can get. Maybe even extend the moratorium for a couple of additional months once the orders are lifted. Thank you in advance for your consideration and please stay well. Okay, Scott, what's happening now is right now the town has kind of relaxed its rules already. And we're kind of, I wouldn't say looking the other way, but we're allowing people to put up those signs. Will, you have anything else to say on that? Can Will hear?
Yeah, I'm still here. I would only add that we're in the process of redrafting our temporary sign code, which is a work in progress, and that should be completed probably within the next couple of months. But I think what Scott has requested was a formal moratorium. I don't think we really need to do that, so long as there is an understanding that we were the town is not going to enforce the temporary sign codes with regard to businesses who are providing a service that are allowed to be open at this point in time.
Yeah.
You can see there's already been a proliferation of these roadside signs, advertising, pizza parlors and other things. And I think that it's fair because many of these restaurants that are closed don't provide for takeout service. Those that do, it's probably a good idea to let people know that they're there. So hopefully this will be, this whole process, this problem with the pandemic will be over in a month or so, and we'll have our new temporary sign code in place, and we'll go back to enforcing, trying to clean up the environment as we see it.
And again, the building department has been working with all these businesses for at least the past month. And the only concern will be, of course, if anyone tries to abuse it, like, put up 10 signs, put pizza here and hamburgers here and have 10 signs across the front of the property, we may go in and ask them to tone it down, but they would not be ticketed, and we have not ticketed.
Does a moratorium tell businesses that they can do this? Is that the purpose that would serve? And is there a way for us to let the businesses know that, they can post signs on their temporary openness or however they're going to operate their business for the short-term future?
I don't know that we really necessarily have to do that because most of them have already violated the sign codes without our moratorium. So I think it's just a matter of, as Tony put it very eloquently, we're going to look the other way for a period of time. And once this health emergency is over and the social distancing rules are relaxed, we'll go back to enforcing our code.
Okay.
Would it be worthwhile letting the Chamber of Commerce know our stance, just in case they get a call from their members?
I personally, I don't think we should be advertising it. They're gonna find out soon enough, and it's gonna be, you're gonna see a bunch of extra signs out there. But again, until someone really gets carried away, which you're gonna find a few do that, you're gonna see 10 different signs lined up. We'll probably knock on their door and say, look, guys, tone it down a bit. You can have 2, but don't put 22, and don't put a 4-foot by 8-foot sign out there. If you go to something like the Lakeview Shopping Center, where there's like 8 or 10 different places to serve food, it could look pretty bad real quick.
Thanks.
The other thing I would like to point out is that I noticed there was one business, which is a restaurant that's providing takeout. They put a big banner outside saying, that you can play Keno here, whatever that, quick draw. And those banner signs are illegal anyway, and it's got nothing to do with takeout food. And theoretically, I don't think anybody should be in there playing quick draw. But there is this banner up, which that's something that I think should be taken down immediately.
Okay. Just point out to the building department, look, we're not looking out to bust people's chops in any way. Again, people will take advantage of it, so they'll learn, they'll see, hey, he's got a sign, I'm gonna put up a sign. You're gonna see a bunch out, believe me. As soon as this gets out, every and their brother will have one out there. Welcome to do it, but they got a limit to how much they do. Okay, town board. Any comments?
Thanks for all your work, and thanks for reporting to us on Monday what's going on in the town. Do you have conference calls with the county on
Yes.
a regular basis?
Every day. We have them for 10:30. They usually last till 11 o'clock, and they give us an update of the totals throughout the county and actually throughout the state. So it's informative.
Good. And is the county updating their website? Because I only saw those 2 counts.
They're supposed to update it. They do update it daily, as far as I know.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, just briefly. Serious times, serious things. 911 number. With all that's going on, I have to remind you again, 911 number in town is really important. If you don't have 911 number on your home, on your mailbox, if an ambulance got to come find you, please get them posted ASAP. False alarms, they're spiked up again. They had a little bit of a downturn early in the year. So with the false alarms, especially now with the conditions we're having with the coronavirus and everything, they have better things to do than go and answer false alarms. So please do something there. Town hall is open every day. We open at 9 in the morning and we close at 4:30 daily. Someone is here to greet you at the window when you come in. You ring the bell. If you have to do something specific, like if you want to get married, if you want a death certificate, I mean, Michelle's there. She's, you can make an appointment to see her. You can see the tax receiver, town clerk, the auditing department. We will come out to the window and wait on you. But we're open every day from 9 to 4:30. Nothing is slowed down, and we're working full tilt. Half the workers in the town are working from home, and the other half are supposed to be here, or they're doing both. Other than that, I'd like to thank all the first responders, the people in the grocery stores, and the like. There are many people coming forward who have a lot of businesses calling. They're making donations unbeknownst to people. And it's a bunch of really nice people out there. Of course, it brings out the best in a lot of people, and a few it brings out the worst, but we're going to deal with the best because they are the best. Anyone else to say? I will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion. We close tonight's meeting.
Is there a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay. Thank you all for coming, and we did pretty well for the first one. The weather outside kind of knocked out 2 of our internet, so we had to change location. At least I had to do that, but we're good for now. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you. Good night.
Nice to see everybody.